Hi, this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today for another daily energy and guidance reading. And we will be using the Work Your Light Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. And I consider this a timeless reading, although today is March 6, 2020. You may use this reading as a pick a card 1, 2, or 3, or you can use it as a blended reading, whichever you see fit. As I shuffle the deck, I'm asking all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. And for the first card, I'll take a card from the top. And for the second card, I'm going to take a card from the center. And the third card, I'm going to take the bottom. Okay, so what do we have today? Well, we have a repeat card, play, and somebody is not playing. Somebody is working themselves to exhaustion out there, and you know who you are. I know it's me. I'm guilty. It's me. So don't feel alone. We all do this. We are so serious, and now's our time. I mean, it's the weekends. We get more me time on the weekend than we do during the week because there's less obligation. So this is a time to have fun, celebrate, and not to be serious. I mean, life is meant to be enjoyed. And when we are the busiest and we don't have time for play is actually when we need it the most. We cannot run on hyperspeed. We cannot be in overdrive 24/7 and be everything to everybody. We need time to ourselves. And this woman is relaxing here inside this champagne glass. And so maybe you'd want a glass of wine. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a glass of wine this evening. Or take a sea salt bath. Whatever it is that's going to allow you to relax. Okay, maybe enjoy yourself. You do deserve enjoyment, although a lot of people don't believe they do. We all deserve a time out. We deserve a time to have fun, to play, to enjoy ourselves. Hey, make the whole weekend fun for that matter. I'm waiting on an order of rose quartz so I could make some jewelry this weekend. So I already have my playtime planned. So some of you out there need to schedule that. And then the second card is Imrama. And how beautiful is that? And I believe we might have had this card in the very beginning, maybe like the first or second day of me starting to use this deck. I believe I pulled this because I remember this beautiful picture. It says, where are you being called to journey to? And it says the Celtic word Imrama means a journey of the soul, a voyage on which we don't know where we are going, but our soul knows the way. If you pull this card, you're either being called on a soul journey or are already on one. It could be to a physical ancient place or metaphoric. When we journey to places that our soul remembers, a shift takes place both within us and to the planet as well. You are being called to journey to a place that is sacred to your soul. Perhaps it is to journey to the world's sacred sites, or called to cross the country, climb a mountain, lie on the desert floor, or drink from the ancient well. There are places to see and old friends to meet. I see spontaneous pilgrimages in your future. And isn't that the best? Spontaneous trips are the best. The ones that you don't get yourself all anxious over and worked up planning for months at a time. Things at the drop of a hat, the pop into your mind. You just get set, you pack, and you go. Those are the best ones as far as I'm concerned. Like an impromptu day trip just happening out of nowhere. It is just so much more enjoyable when it's spontaneous because when we plan things, we get way too caught up in the details. We start thinking about stuff as the date, gets closer and closer. And we, by that time, are frazzled. So an impromptu or spontaneous pilgrimage is in your future. If a physical voyage is impossible, journeying through the portal of your heart, follow the invisible soul trail and be willing to explore. Maybe read a book or watch a movie about a sacred time or place, or perhaps you're being called to study an ancient lineage or a body of work. Whatever your circumstances, your soul is ready to journey deep. And you know what? pops into my mind when it said to, watch a movie. My favorite movie with Diane Lane is Under the Tuscan Sun, where her marriage falls apart. She gets divorced. She ends up being on her own. And her two friends are supposed to be going on a trip to Italy, and suddenly they can't because the one friend is pregnant. So they give her the tickets. And she goes, and it is such a magical, magical movie where, well, I won't tell you how it ends, but it's a beautiful movie. And whenever I want to escape, I watch that movie. And I think I'm going to dig that out this weekend and watch that again because that takes me to Tuscany, and it's just amazing. So think of a way you can travel like that by watching a movie or getting lost in a book, or if you're lucky enough, go on a spontaneous trip. And then the third card is Akasha. And it said, your guidance is divinely guided. And again, the artwork in these cards are just so beautiful. It is just so beautiful. And it says, Akasha exists in the fifth dimension and the library of souls. All soul contracts, history, gifts, lessons, and more exist here. We each have access to this information of the past, present, and future and can tap into it at any time. While we have free will, there are also points on the timeline of our lives that are predestined or pre-planned, soul contracts or agreements that were made before incarnating. It could be a company you chose to work for, a relationship you plan to have, or a person you agreed to mentor or help. Whatever it is, know that it's divinely guided and will not bypass you. If you are waiting for a sign to proceed, this card is it. You are likely living out an important part of your soul's journey and you're exactly where you need to be. This is very exciting indeed. It's a time to call in the support of your helpers, both in the physical realm and the spirit world, to trust the signs coming, to take note of your dreams, to notice any feelings or visions that you receive, for you are tapping into the wisdom of the Akasha and you're being given the go-ahead to proceed. And I truly believe that, you may see some of these images and visions in your dreams. I know I have. It's like sometimes I wake up so exhausted, feeling that I must have traveled somewhere, for the whole night. And usually in my dreams, you find these signs and these messages on how to proceed in your waking life, in your day-to-day life. And I believe that, the spirit realm communicates to you, through your dreams. And this is saying to take note of your dreams, okay? Take note of what is being shown to you in your dreams. And sometimes we don't remember our dreams, although we do dream every night. Sometimes we don't remember them. But when you do, maybe you should start a dream journal and see how these things measure up, because a lot of things I dreamed about, be it good or bad, I've had bad ones and I've had good ones come true. They were all a precursor of what was to be in the future. So you may want to start jotting down your dreams and looking them up. What a beautiful reading for this end of the week. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like it, give it a thumbs up, share it, and above all, subscribe, because I will be back with more.